Let's take a look at the top 10 highest-paid athletes of all time. Cristiano Ronaldo, $800 million. Cristiano Ronaldo was already stacking Benjamins before recently inking a new 4-year deal with Juventus that will net him $64 million per year. In total, the three-time Ballon d'Or winner, who's tallied a record 128 goals over the course of his Champions League appearances, brought in $109 million in 2019 in contracts and endorsements, which Ronaldo has a long list of. In fact, more than 44% of Ronaldo's yearly income comes in via endorsements from a slew of companies, including TechHardUpWise.zn, Electronic Arts, Herbalife, and NTG. That list doesn't even include Ronaldo's biggest cash cow, Nike, which will pay him over $1 billion. Throughout the course of his life, Ronaldo has the most followers on Instagram with over $400 million, strengthening his celebrity, and the 35-year-old has also promoted Herbalife and the hair transplant company. Phil Mickelson, $815 million. Nish Olsen has played second fiddle to Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, both on the golf course and in the bank. Mickelson has won 44 PGA Tour events and 5 major championships, both of which are second behind Tiger among active players. His $91 million in career prize money trails only one golfer's well, Tiger Woods. Mickelson nabbed one of his biggest paychecks in 2018 in a winner-take-all TV event against Woods. He defeated his rival for $9 million purse, but that large lump sum pales in comparison to some of the checks he's cashed for his work off the course. Mickelson has lucrative sponsorship deals with Amgen, ExxonMobil, KPMG, Rolex, Greyhawk, and the Greenbrier, as well as 2 new partners and Intrepid Financial Partners and Workday. He's earned over $700 million as a pitchman for those 2 big-time companies. Floyd Mayweather Jr., $1 billion. There's a reason he's known as Floyd Money. Mayweather, one of the greatest fighters of all time, became the first boxer ever to cross the billion-dollar threshold in 2017, which he did prior to a lucrative prize fight against Conor McGregor. Mayweather, his road to $1 billion was paved by shrewd marketing and a $750,000 bet on himself. Mayweather, and notorious gambler, split from Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum in 2006 and wagered that he could make more dough marketing himself, which he did. Mayweather rose to the top of the boxing world over the last decade, amassing a 50-0 record. While out of the ring, he became the ultimate showman in 2007. He pocketed $25 million for his split decision win over Oscar de la Hoya, which started a string of 12 straight paydays of $25 million or more for Mayweather. Mayweather's May 2015 fight against Pacquiao set every financial record for combat sports. The fight reeled in $440 million off of pay-per-view revenue and $72 million off gate receipts. Mayweather, his final payday for the fight was nearly $250 million, and he earned over $450 million over 2.5 years, thanks to a lucrative contract with Showtime. Mayweather stays busy when he doesn't have his gloves on and owns Girl Collection Las Vegas Strip Club, in addition to a number of properties around the world. Michael Schumacher, $1 billion. During the peak of Michael Schumacher, his career, which saw the racecar driver win a record 7 Formula One World Championships and record number of races gear and around $80 to $100 million on a yearly basis. He's arguably the most successful Formula One racecar driver in history off the track. He grossed around $50 million from endorsement deals. In his prime racing days, Schumacher was paid $10 million annually by Shell for sporting a hat with the brand's logo to all of his public appearances. He also made $8 million by just wearing a cap with the logo of a German financial advisory company in 2013. Just before his retirement, Sports Illustrated claimed that he earned about $20 million every year racing for Mercedes, a stretch which spanned more than 20 years. Jack Nicklaus, $1.2 billion. Like some of his fellow golfers, Nicklaus has made most of his money off the course. Nicklaus's course design company is responsible for 410 courses in 41 countries. In addition, the Nicklaus business empire includes real estate, wine, ice cream, drinkware, golf academies, lemonade, and more. On the course, his portfolio was just as diversified. The Golden Bear won 73 PGA tournaments in a record 18 major championships. Nicklaus also holds the record for the most wins at the Masters with 6 and the Players' Championship with 3. Nicklaus has written several golf instructional books and an autobiography, My Story. He's also authored books on his golf course design methods and philosophy, and his book Golf My Way is one of the all-time classics of golf instruction and has been reissued several times since the initial printing in 1974. Tiger Woods, $1.7 billion since he turned pro in 1996. At the age of 20, Tiger Woods has 82 PGA Tour victories and 15 major championship wins. Its total career earnings are estimated at a staggering $1.7 billion, and Woods' net worth is currently about $800 million. Woods began to rake in the prize and sponsorship money when he went pro after 2 years in college. At the age of 20, he signed a $40 million contract with Nike and began winning tournaments, including a 12-stroke victory at the Masters in 1997 when he became the youngest Masters champion ever throughout his career. Tiger has made far more money from endorsement deals than he did with wins on the golf course. In 2014, it was estimated that 88% of what Woods made as a pro golfer, a total of $1.3 billion at that point, came from sponsorships. Take 2013, for example. Woods made $71 million from endorsement deals from companies including Nike, TaylorMade, Monster Energy, and Bridgestone Golf, and just $12 million on the golf course. At one time, he was also affiliated with AT&T, Gatorade, and Gillette. In addition to the prize money and endorsement deals, he's still involved in Tiger Woods, a restaurant called The Woods in Jupiter, Florida, and his company Tiger Woods Design is involved in the creation of design of high-end golf courses around the world. Ian Seadike, $2 billion. Ian Seadike, also known as the Brasso Bulldozer, is a former professional tennis and ice hockey player and current Romanian businessman. Seadike first broke into the sports world as an ice hockey player on the Romanian national team at the 1964 Winter Olympics. Soon after, he turned his attention to tennis. He won the gold medal in both the singles and mixed doubles divisions at the 1965 World University Games and went on to coach some of the all-time great tennis players including Boris Becker. Seadike didn't really start to make his money until he retired after calling it quits as a professional athlete. Seadike began working as a technical consultant to various companies across Europe and the United States and organized tennis tournaments like the Austrian Open. He was chairman of the Romanian Olympic Committee from 1998 to 2004, and in 1998, he became president of the Romanian National Olympic Committee following the collapse of communism in Romania. He founded that Syriac group and started numerous businesses in retail, insurance, auto dealership, and airlines. In 1990, he founded the first private bank in post-communist Romania. Between that and several other enterprises, his fortune was estimated at $900 million in 2005. In 2007, Seadike became the first Romanian to enter Forbes' list of billionaires. The pile of money that he's sitting on has only grown since then. Michael Jordan, $2.1 billion. Michael Jordan is regarded by many as the greatest player of all time, but somehow Jordan was the NBA's highest-paid player in only 2 seasons. During his 15-year playing career, Jordan compiled 6 championships as a player, and his total playing salary during his career totaled $90 million. However, the 5-time MVP earned most of his cash off the floor. Jordan took home $1.7 billion from corporate partners during his time in the league. Since retiring, Jordan bought a majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets in 2010 for $175 million. The team is currently valued at $1.5 billion. Jordan has raked in money via sponsorship deals as well. He still has current contracts with Ains, Gatorade, and Upper Deck, but Jordan's deal with Nike continues to be his real moneymaker. Jordan signed his first contract with Nike in 1984, which was worth $500,000 per year plus royalties. Last year, Nike backed up the Brinks truck for Jordan and handed him more than $100 million.